Hey there everyone, my name's Eduardo Arroyo, but you can call me Ed, and today I am here visiting the Empire State Building here in New York City. Yes, you guys, you heard that right. Today we are visiting the Empire State Building, one of the most famous skyscrapers in the entire planet. The goal for today is simple: to tell you a little bit more about it and show you around so that you know what you'll find if you choose to visit. So if that interests you, come with me. Check it out, you guys, we have made it here. We are right in front of the Empire State Building. As you can see, it's right there in the background. If you look at a map, this building is located in Midtown Manhattan, right at the intersection of 5th Avenue and 34th Street. This area is central if you consider its proximity to other attractions such as Madison Square Garden, Times Square, and many museums and restaurants. Today we are heading all the way to the 102nd floor of the building. That is the location of the highest observation deck that you can get tickets for. Speaking about tickets, these are not cheap. Make sure to check out their website as there are many options, including only visiting the 86th floor, which is the location of the main observation deck, a ticket that includes both observation decks, which is what we are doing today, and a lot of other ones that include different experiences or expedited entrance. All tickets do include access to exhibits in both the 2nd and 80th floor, so let's go in and check it out to see what we can find. On the first room exhibit, you will find the following. First of all, it's an image of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. This is actually the structure that was here prior to the construction of the Empire State Building. And check it out, you guys. It's sort of like a panorama image of this area back in the day. The second thing that you'll find in the area are these little land surveyors. The cool thing about these surveyors is that if you look through them, you'll see images of New York City streets in the 1920s in full color. Let me try to show you. Let me see how close I can get. Whoa, check it out, you guys. You can actually see from here. That is weird. That is like a window to the past. The last thing that I wanted to show you in this floor is the fact that they have time-lapse video of the construction of this building, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Look at it go. And there it is. It's complete. You can see right here that they're pretty proud of how fast they completed this. There it is, innovation and speed, and that is its transformation. The other exhibit that interested me is the one called Construction. Projecting all around the room is video of the construction of this building. Look at these two guys. He is looking for something and he just throws it at him. It's like burning hot. The fact that you can see these videos makes you appreciate how fast they were able to complete this project. It is wild. Look at that. Look at how high he was. Definitely not a job for the faint of heart. Pretty crazy if you ask me. You can see iron workers, masons, and everybody here putting in the work. That is, of course, with the use of heavy machinery and the top technology at the time. I read online that construction took a total of 415 days. When you consider that this was the tallest building in the planet for a while, that is just mind-boggling. Around the room, you will also see sculptures just like these ones. These are two workers putting bolts on this supporting structure, as you can see. I have seen that taking a picture with these two workers is a really popular thing to do. See, you guys, you can pretend you're having a chat with your mates. Tough day at work? Yeah, me too. The last attraction that I want to show you in this floor is called Kong, and you're gonna see why in just 1 second. So check it out, you guys. This is basically a photo opportunity that shows Kong's hands coming through the side of the building. In fact, you can see him right there in the window. This is a pretty cool spot, and you can pretend that you're being attacked just like this. Or something like that. There is a big line, as you can see. This is a very popular spot, so you gotta be fast. That was a very cool photo opportunity, but the observation decks await. Oh, and I don't know if I should have mentioned, but the reason why Kong is there is because the Empire State Building is the building that he climbs in the movies. The more you know. We are currently here at the 80th floor. There's also an exhibit here. It's not as extensive as the exhibits in the second floor, but I still wanted to show you something. Check it out, you guys. This is the first thing that I wanted to show you here in the 80th floor. At first glance, is just like a sketch, right? A panoramic view of New York City. But this has a very interesting backstory. It says that a recognized artist took a 45-minute helicopter ride around New York City, and then he drew this. It took him 5 days, but he drew this entirely from his memory. That sounds extremely hard and interesting. In this little section right here, you will find viewfinders, which help you identify the major attractions in the city. As you can see right over there, Times Square, and many others right here. So check it out, you guys. This one right here should help you get a better look of Central Park, and this one right here of the Statue of Liberty. It is very blurry, so I can't really show you through my lens, but that is a-okay because right now we are heading to the 2 observatories. Let's go. All right, you guys, I just arrived here at the first observation deck of the day. This is located in the 86th floor, so I'm about to go out and check it out. There is in fact a lot of people here at the 86th floor observation deck, and it's no surprise because this is considered the main observation deck. Check it out, you guys. One thing to note about this floor is that your view is kind of blocked by these cables right here. You can still put your camera to get a good clear angle just like this one, right? But if you're just walking by and you want to admire the views, these are gonna be on the way. But if you're just coming here to take some pictures and video around the Empire State, then you might be just fine checking out this floor only. I mean, we'll check right when we get to the 102nd floor if it's worth it or not for you. As you can clearly see, this is an open air observation deck, meaning that it is outside. There is an area inside, as you can see here, but if you really want to take advantage of the location, you have to come outside. And it does get very cold and windy, so bring a jacket or a sweater so that you don't get frozen out here. And even though the observation deck here at the 86th floor is about $30 cheaper than the observation deck at the 102nd floor, you can still get amazing views of around the city. Let me show you right now. From the 86th floor, you can catch a glimpse of the Statue of Liberty. You can see it right there near the top left of your screen, and right next to it, to the right, is Ellis Island. We are trying to visit those two locations, so stay tuned to the channel if you want to check those out. If I'm not mistaken, that right there is the Manhattan Bridge, and that right there in the distance should be the Brooklyn Bridge. This right here is a view of the downtown area, and right there you can see the iconic Manhattan skyline. Check that out. I am currently on the opposite side of the Empire State Building. As you can see, there are a lot of grand buildings in the distance. This is in the general direction of Uptown. So over there, you should be able to catch a glimpse of Central Park. If not, let me point at it from here. So that greenish area in the distance should be Central Park. Check it out, you guys. We are really high up here. You can actually see the shadow of the Empire State right there. We are quite, in fact, towering over New York City. This is an amazing experience. Oh my goodness, guys. It is currently super windy right now and it is so cold. I think I'm just gonna show you some views from around the building and then head to the 102nd floor. I think that area is inside, hopefully, because right now I'm freezing. So those are the views that you get here from the 86th floor, you guys. Let's go ahead and head over to the 102nd floor and see if a few more floors make any difference and if it's worth $30 more. Hey guys, so I just arrived here at the 102nd floor. Let me show you how this place looks. Check it out, you guys. So this is what $30 extra gets you. This is definitely a smaller observation deck than the one at the 86th floor. Not a lot of people come here because obviously it's more expensive. And let me show you, here you will find floor to ceiling windows that allow you to get an amazing vantage point of the city. Check that out. That is amazing. And one thing that I think you've noticed is that there's no wiring or anything like that blocking your view. You have clear views from the top of the window to the bottom, which is really good for getting those amazing views. Check out this amazing views, you guys. This is insane. I'll go around and show you some of the same locations that I showed you earlier. Obviously, here is downtown, that is the skyline of the city, and over in the distance you can see Ellis Island and Liberty Island with the Statue of Liberty right there. Over to this side you have the Manhattan Bridge over there and the Brooklyn Bridge right over there in the distance. One of the locations that is easier to see from this spot is Central Park. You can see it right there in the distance. Check it out, you guys. Now that I've made my way over here to the Empire State, it's clear to me why New York has earned the name of the concrete jungle. I mean, the buildings are just all around us and they keep going and going. Check it out. That is truly insane. One of the few things that I discovered after walking around this place is that you can actually take a look at the 86th floor observatory from here. You see that little section right there? So I guess this section is like tapered a little bit so that you can get better views looking down. You can get views just like this one. Check it out. Now to answer some questions. Is this worth it? Is it worth paying $80 to make your way all the way to the 102nd floor, or just visiting the observatory at the 86th floor just fine? Like anything in life, right, it has its pros and cons, right? If you want to be inside, if you want to be at the highest point of the building, then yes, it's definitely worth it. If you don't have any budget constraints, I would definitely recommend you visiting this place. But if you're on a budget, then it might not be worth it. You get amazing views at the 86th floor observatory. You have access to all the exhibits that you saw on the other floors. So I think that experience is fine for most people. And just some considerations about the 86th floor observatory is that it's gonna get cold and windy. So make sure to pack a jacket, maybe a windbreaker, so that you don't get cold up there. Also consider that that's the main observatory, the one that most people go to. So you might have to wait in line in some of the spots to take some of the cool pictures that you see online. So now, before we head back down, I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the views that you can get from this floor. And just like that, you guys, we made it to the end of today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video as much as I did, I'm gonna ask you to please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to check out more cool and interesting travel videos just like this one. And just to remind you to always be kind, have an open mind. I'll see you next time.